Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into some Harbor Freight tools that I believe even professionals can use on an everyday basis. So we all know that Harbor Freight, long ago, they didn't have much, and what they did have was just cheap junk for the most part. But over the years, they have really stepped up their game and brought us a lot of products, not just for weekend warriors, DIYers, the ones going in for a one-off item, but even professionals, and that's in multiple different occupations. But today we're going to be focusing on automotive or mechanics. So these are going to be 12 items. Normally I do 10. I found a couple extra, so we're going to throw them in. There's a lot of stuff at Harbor Freight that could be used in the professional field, and I've done a few of these videos. If you guys haven't checked those out, go ahead and check those out. I have a lot of content on the channel, but if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. So the first item we're looking at is the Pittsburgh 3-ton low-profile floor jack, but really, they got Daytona, they got Pittsburgh. They have a lot of floor jacks that are plenty good for the professional field. Now, you guys might be thinking, in the professional field, don't they just use lifts? Yes, that's what they primarily use. But there are still a lot of instances where mechanics will use a floor jack to either lift something or whether they got to take it out to the parking lot and remove just a wheel because there's limited space, but they still want to get the work done. There's still plenty of times that people will use jacks to go out in the lot and lift a car or use it in the shop for smaller things, but they're still used on a regular basis at shops. And I've had a Pittsburgh here at home for over 10 years and absolutely love it. It's taken a beating. There are ones that I see on a weekly basis in the shop that have taken a beating for multiple years. And the great thing is, not only are they really good quality jacks and they take the abuse, but they're extremely affordable compared to a lot of other jacks on the market. So definitely a really, really solid option. But that is the first item for today's list. Next up is going to be the Franklin utility cart. Now they have this in two different sizes, I believe. This is the smaller version. They do have a larger version available, and I do believe you can get them in gray or black, both of them. This is the smaller one. The larger one is, I think, $130, and these are not on sale right now. So even at full price, they're still priced really well, and it's very common to see these in the shop because, you got your big toolbox, and then there are guys that use the service carts, like the 5-drawer service cart. I see those all the time. But those can become so overloaded with stuff. Sometimes it's not the best cart to be wheeling around depending on what you have inside of it. Also, to use the top of the tool cart to disassemble something, clean something, whatever it may be, the 5-drawer service cart, you have to close the lid if you don't have anything tall in the top of the cart. And so while the 5-drawer service cart is absolutely phenomenal, sometimes having a cheap cart like this just for storage and a workspace, or when you're disassembling something and you just want an area to toss things, these carts are phenomenal. You can put, bleeders and jugs and drain pans, whatever you want on the bottom, and then the top can just stay as kind of a work area or a storage area, and it's super easy to move around, and you don't got to worry about it like a tool cart. So I think this is a phenomenal option. There are two different sizes and two different colors available, but that is the next one on today's list. Next up, if you're not a big fan of the plastic ones, they do have the US General with just a single drawer, no lid or anything like that, kind of just a metal version of what we were looking at with the drawer. I don't think it's quite as big. It is a 30-inch, but I don't think it's got quite the width. So if you prefer this over like the plastic or a poly one, I think this is a really solid option as well. Not very much more than what we were just looking at, coming at $140, not on sale, and you get 9 different color options, which is crazy that we have 9 different color options now, but pretty amazing. Next up is the US General 25-pound magnetic hook. They do have a lot of different magnetic hooks and magnets at Harbor Freight, which a lot of them are well worth it and very affordable, but these 25-pound magnetic hooks are amazing. I've had a few of them. I use them in my work truck. I use them here at home. Absolutely amazing. They can hold a lot if you want to hang pry bars, whatever you want on the side of your toolbox, or hang something on a lift, whatever. These things are amazing and not on sale. They're at $8. A lot of times you can get a discount on them. So absolutely amazing little accessory to have around the shop. Next up, we're looking at the Icon 3/8. They also have this available in 1/2-inch drive. This is basically identical to my Tecton one. There are other brands out there that sell an identical one, but Just like we know, Icon's got really good pricing, or Harbor Freight's got really good pricing, and a lot of times you can get discounts to bring the price down even more, which then it's really hard to compete, or other brands, it's really hard for them to compete when Harbor Freight does so many discounts throughout the year. And this is the split beam, and I got my first split beam, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, maybe more, I don't know. Absolutely love it. It is now in my track bag for my GR86. The thing that I love about the split beam is you don't have to put it back to its lowest setting. You don't have to worry about that spring pressure changing and throwing off your accuracy. You can leave this at whatever torque setting you want, and it's not going to be compromised like a standard click style. It's really, really quick and easy to adjust by just turning a dial instead of turning the handle. No electronics involved with it. The click, it's still a click style, but the click is a different feeling than your standard click style torque wrench, if that makes sense. But I've had mine for years and absolutely love it. It's one of my go-to torque wrenches just because it's so quick and easy to use. And this one, not on sale, is at $100. The half-inch drive one, I'm not sure if they're not going to show it right now, but it's a little bit more expensive. Amazing, amazing torque wrench. This one also has a flex head. You only get a couple degrees of flex, but still better than nothing. Then they also have, I don't know, within the last year, maybe longer, I don't know, they released their digital torque wrench from Icon. This is the half-inch drive. They also have a 3/8 drive one available. This one's from 12.5 foot-pounds to 250 foot-pounds with the flex head. It has a lot of different settings. I believe Tecton also sells this same one as well. Their new digital torque wrenches are basically, they're coming from the same factory. I think the heads are slightly different, but as far as everything else, it's for the most part identical. Both of them, both from Tecton and Icon, the pricing is really good for this size of digital torque wrench with its features and torque range. At $380, not on sale. Here's the half-inch drive split beam that I was talking about at $140. And of course, it's not going to show. They also have Quinn, which is probably good enough for the professional field as well. There you can see a little bit of information on it. 9 presets that you can save, 4 alert modes. You got audible, vibration, LCD or the screen, and an LED indicator. It's a 72-tooth mechanism. I believe the Tecton one is a 90-tooth. It has multiple different types of measurement. 15 degrees of flex for the head on this one. And then the 3/8 comes in at $350. Next up, we're looking at the Quinn 33-inch extendable indexing pry bar. And I put off buying an indexing pry bar for many years. And then when I finally picked one up, I realized just how handy it is. I did have to kind of force myself away from my standard pry bar. I would be trying to pry on something with a pry bar and be fighting it because I didn't have the angle that I needed to actually separate whatever I was working on. And then I realized I had picked one up, and you can use this just as a standard pry bar. You know, when you have it straight like it is in the image, you just have a little bit of angle. So it's basically like your typical pry bar, a little bit more angle, but I find that extremely useful. And the fact that you can change the angle of the head and get even more leverage or work in really awkward spaces is amazing. You have a longer end. The hook is longer than your standard pry bar end, and it's extendable. So you can collapse it down working in tight spaces, or maybe you don't need a whole lot of leverage, or maybe you need a lot of leverage and you have the room. You can extend it up to 33 inches and get a lot of leverage on what you need. Next up, another Quinn product. This is the half-inch drive metric low profile impact socket set. I'm going to say it's been a year or two since they released these. They have it in both metric and SAE. I also thought they had a 3/8 drive set, but all I've been finding are the half-inch drive sets. I swear they had a 3/8 drive set before, but maybe I'm losing my mind. These low-profile sockets are amazing. I've mentioned them in my Amazon tool deal videos from multiple different brands, from off brands to Astro Pneumatic to many brands have these, but they're priced really well. This set, just like the Capri set, comes in EVA foam. I think they're basically identical sets to the Capri. This set, you have 11 through 24 with no skips, which I think is phenomenal. So you can toss these on a ratchet, you can toss them on an impact, you can toss these in a wrench to get a really low profile. You can toss it in a ratcheting wrench, especially when that fastener might be recessed where you can't just get it with a normal wrench, but you don't have a lot of room to move. Having low profile sockets like this can be extremely handy. And at $40, I don't think that's bad at all. the SAE set. Here you can see 7/16 through 1 inch. Another great tool to have on hand. Next up is a Pittsburgh product. This is the oil filter pliers. And I have a set just like this from Tecton that I bought, probably 10, 12 years ago, before a lot of people had even heard of Tecton. I love them. I have, I don't know, 4 or 5 different types of oil filter removal tools, but this is probably my most common go-to ones. I know a lot of techs that I work with on a weekly basis, they literally leave them on their T-drain to just hang, and that's what they use on a regular basis. There's nothing fancy about them. There are some fancier ones out there, like you can see the Holt Industries self-adjusting ones for $20, but honestly, this simple design, it's just a classic oil filter plier design. They work extremely well on a majority of filters, just depending on location, but a good majority of them can be accessed with this, and there's still 3 adjustable positions as well to fit with multiple different size filters. And it's extremely affordable at $9. No sense in going out and spending $100 on a pair of oil filter pliers. Next up, we're looking at the Quinn Master Technician's tool set. For anybody that's just getting into the professional field, I think this is a really good starter set. This is not going to have everything you need, but it's going to have a lot more than what you're going to find in a lot of the other pre-built sets, where they skip a lot of wrench sizes and you get a very poor selection of sockets, and it's just kind of a disaster, honestly. Like a lot of the Craftsman 230-piece sets and gear wrench sets like that. There are tons of brands out there that sell those size sets, but there's usually a lot of skips, pretty bad ratchets, a very poor selection of wrenches, and then you usually get 150 bits for no reason. But this was actually designed more in mind for those that need a good variety. And while some people may look at this $430 and think that's a lot, but what you get here, this is a really good price for this set, and that's not even on sale. You're getting a full set of screwdrivers, a multi-bit screwdriver with bits. You got nut driver attachments there as well. You got an adjustable wrench, a bit ratchet, Allen keys, but not over the top. They didn't go over the top with the Allen keys and the bits. Now, could those probably be upgraded in the future, especially if you're using them on an everyday basis? Yeah, probably. But the wrenches, you get both SAE and metric, standard combination wrenches, and ratcheting wrenches, no flex heads or reversible or anything like that, but you get a set, a good size set of each. It's not like 3 or 4 metric and 3 or 4 SAE. You get a pretty dang good variety here, or good size set, and then you can add on to it after that. You got bit sockets up in here, 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive. I believe Torx and Allen. Really good variety there. You got your extensions, universals. I believe it's 1/4 inch and 3/8 drive breaker bars. Not really necessary, especially with today's ratchets. They can handle a lot of abuse. You can go pick up the Icon or Pittsburgh 1/2 inch drive breaker bar. That's a solid option. You got adapters, reducers, extensions for all 3 drive sizes. And then you have a really good selection of sockets. It's not just miscellaneous thrown together set like a lot of what we find out there on holiday deals and stuff like that. But I think I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos about how this is a good one for those starting out, and then you can expand off of that. But recently they replaced the ratchets, because one of the big downsides of this set was Quinn had released new ratchets, but all of their socket sets still had the generic old design ratchets, which was kind of a downside. Not a big deal. You can go out, pick up better ratchets, but at least now they've upgraded it to the new ratchets. They now have the 3 ultra thin sealed head 90 tooth ratchets with a 4-degree arc swing. So I think that's a huge step up. I like the Quinn ratchets. They're very similar to the gear wrench. I did a review on that. All around, I think it's a fantastic set for those that are on a budget getting into the professional field, oil changes, simple, smaller jobs like that. And then you can grow on that as you get more into the occupation. But I think it's a great set. Next up is the Icon 9-inch long nose wire strippers, cutters, and crimpers. So I have both sets from Icon. This one was recently released. I've had the other one, I don't know, maybe a couple years now. Absolutely love that design. A copy from the Snap-on design. Same thing with this. But I really like the design. They're beefy, they're strong, they work well, they strip extremely well, they cut well, and the crimper's decent. I like this design. I like to have multiple different designs, wire strippers and crimpers. I like to have some with the stripping portion on top, sometimes on bottom. Sometimes I like the crimper on top. It depends on where I'm working and what I'm working with. That will determine which set of pliers I'm going to be using. But I like to have a variety, and I think this is a really solid option at $35. Next up, we're looking at the Braun 750 lumen rechargeable ultra compact magnetic LED floodlight. It's quite a name. When they first released these, I thought, cool, whatever. They release lights all the time. And honestly, I have so many work lights. I wasn't really interested in picking one up because I had so many already. And I thought it was just kind of a generic, cheap plastic flashlight design or work light design. So I didn't even bother really looking at it when I was in store. But last year sometime during one of the big sales, they had it for like $20. I was like, shoot, I'll pick one up. I should have picked one up as soon as they dropped. One of my go-to all-time favorite work lights. I have a lot of magnetic lights. I have a lot of, rotating lights. This one, the magnet is extremely strong. It's built like a tank. Surprisingly, I thought it was going to be cheap plastic. I thought it was going to feel cheap. They feel very solid. The battery life is really good. Like I said, the magnet and the positions that it clicks into is really solid, so it holds its position really well. And it is definitely one of my go-to work lights. And I'm kind of sad when it dies and then I have to go grab a different one because, well, I have some other, good work lights. This one has kind of put a lot of them to shame. And they do have an icon version. This one's available in 4 different colors. There you can see all of the Braun ones. They do have the icon one. This one is 2100 lumens. Now it is $50, so it is quite a bit more expensive than the Braun one. But I'm sure the icon one is phenomenal as well. But when I caught this on sale at $20, I was extremely happy I did. I might go pick another one or two up. Honestly, one of my favorite lights. I really hope you guys enjoyed. That's it as far as 12 tools I believe even professionals could get by with using and be happy with. If you guys have any other suggestions that you would like to see in future videos, please drop a comment down below, but let me know your guys' thoughts on the items we went over today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.